or not too long ago, my friend got it. Killer Gaming, he got it. He got also Final Fantasy 15. No, 4. Yeah, I think it's 15. Yeah, and I wanted to talk about E3, and I wanted to get a game that right now, like, see how I'm gonna be at this game. I'm not sure. I'm pretty okay at it. I'm not gonna say I'm good. It's much easier to play than Guilty Gear. I can tell you that. I'm still playing Guilty Gear. Don't even worry about that. I'm just practicing and just not doing anything. All right, let's get into E3. I want to tell you that E3 this year was kind of horrible. E3 is not something like this year like was banging at all. What I can tell you, more likely they showed more multi-plats than exclusives this year in E3 and Microsoft conference. And people say, "Oh, Microsoft won after the Sony conference." I'm not a fan of any console. I have both consoles. I have both consoles on the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. I had the Xbox 360 before I even had the PlayStation 3. So, and the Xbox original, I have that too. Um, as you can see, it's like previously before I was going to the flea market and buying stuff. That's the best way you can get some old stuff. You just go find a flea market. They might even have old consoles that you're looking for. So here's the thing. I'm not a fan of any console at all. Where the games are at, I will be at. Any game that is more interesting to me, I will buy the console because of the games. I won't buy the console because of the console. Like Nintendo Switch, I'll buy it because it's portable. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm buying it because one game or a couple games interest me that makes me want to buy it. Like the PS Vita, I didn't even want the PS Vita originally. I was like, nah, there's nothing good on there. Until actually something was good on there, then I wanted to buy it. That's when I wanted to buy my own the PS Vita. Now let's get back to E3. E3 for everybody on like all the conferences they had for E3 was horrible. I'm just gonna straight out say that. All right, let's start with EA. EA was okay. It wasn't a pass. It wasn't nothing. It was okay. EA had one game. I think it's like one game that interests me. No, two games. It was like Anthem and um, it was that co-op game that you can play with a friend online or at home on the couch, like at home. So those are the two games I only cared about. I don't care about sports. Don't play them. I do want to get into the like basketball, playing basketball, but I don't really like playing basketball games all that well or that much at all. Hold on real quick. What's up? Yeah, I'm doing a live stream real quick. If you want to get in, I'm gonna be talking about E3. Oh, if you're still at work, why are you calling me, bruh? Oh, um,
Here comes a new challenger!
やるじゃねえか。
Um, alright, I'm sorry about that. I might edit this actual live stream when I get my computer back. So you won't hear that. Alright. Here, EA conference, they had two games I was interested in. I already told you Anthem, the one they had showed off at Microsoft conference. I don't remember, it was about a jailbreak. It was a co-op game, and the sports games I'm not interested in. NBA Live I don't care about. They even have FIFA, don't really care about that. I haven't never played FIFA and didn't find it interesting when I saw it. That game I don't care either about. What else? They showed quite a, a football game, Madden. Don't really care about Madden. I'm not going to buy that game, but I am probably going to, if I do buy that game, it had to come out free on PlayStation Plus. I have no intentions to buy that game unless it's like $5. Because I have no urge to play any sport game. I do want to try out basketball, 2K16. I even have that game. I have that game, but I have not played it. What else? I'm just thinking. That's it in the EA, if I remember. Microsoft conference. Microsoft conference to me was horrible. In every way. They showed multiplats that wasn't interesting. Some of the multiplats were like indies. I'm like, why are you showing off multiplats that are like indie games that you could get on a PC and actually playing it on the Xbox X. You want to play actual games that are exclusive for the Xbox. I have my Xbox One right now. I even have the Xbox Live for it. Do I play it? No, because I have no interesting games that it is on Xbox One. It doesn't have interesting games like fighting games that normally what I want to play, or any shooting games other than Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, or I would have, well, nobody played that game, Advanced Warfare or Infinite, Call of Duty Infinite. That's it. That's all I got. And that, Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 2, that game is kind of a little bit dead on the Xbox. So I'm just saying, it's quite annoying to find a match on there, but other than that, that's it. What they showed was indies. Some were a lot of them were multiplats, and what they tried to do was twist their words around, saying, "Hey, this is going to be Xbox One X launch exclusive." Basically, when it comes out, it's going to be the first console to have it on, launched. Basically. So, later on, it's going to be on the PS4, but they're not literally trying to explain that. And a lot of people got that confused. Oh, exclusive. It's not exclusive. It's not. It's no exclusives whatsoever on Xbox X. Other than Crackdown and Cuphead, yo. For real? And that's an indie game to me, too. I'm I see people interested in that, and that's cool and all. I'm not interested. Because they trying to pull a fast one on you guys. Also, Sony. Let me get to Sony, because I'm not going to keep going in on Microsoft, because Microsoft showed a car on a conference. I'm like, okay, it has something to do with the car game, but it showed little gameplay, and when you did show gameplay, it was it's okay. I really don't care if it's 4K, 60 frames. You really can make that happen. It's not hard, I feel. But any other game they showed was multiplats, and they had no other interesting games. Dragon Ball Dragon Ball Fighters Z, it's a multiplayer. I can get it on the PS4. Why would I get it on the Xbox X? Why do you're not showing me a reason why I should buy the Xbox X. For Crackdown was horrible. It looks like another version of Saints Row 4. A DLC for Saints Row 4. So that's what it looks like to me. So I didn't like that. Anthem, the one they showed, like said, EA was going to show off when Microsoft conference. It looks good. I will buy that on the PS4 because it's a multi-plats. They showed more multi-plats, and the reason why people would say the Microsoft conference had like a better conference, they showed more multi-plats than they actually showed on the Sony, and Sony showed actual exclusives. Something that you can't really buy on the Xbox X. You can't do that. Xbox One X. I don't know why they even made that name. Like, why you can't just say Xbox X or Xbox something, some other name? Because now everybody gonna get confused. Xbox One X, Xbox One S, and Xbox One. How many Xbox One are they gonna be? Because you got Xbox One S, Xbox One, and Xbox One X. It sells the exact same way. Like, okay, Xbox One S, Xbox One X. It sounds like an S, and it sounds no different at all. People gonna get confused when they go to GameStop and they're gonna like say, "Oh, I want an Xbox One X," and people would think, "Oh, you want the Xbox S." Xbox One S. And like, no, I want the new version. No. The newer version is the Xbox One X. They're gonna get confused automatically. There's no reason for them to make that name for Xbox X at all. Xbox One X at all. Sony conference. They showed some like some exclusive. They showed some VR. I didn't really care. They even showed what was it? I'm trying to remember. It was Monster Hunter. There we go. Monster Hunter was good, I guess you can say. I'm not going to say anything because it looks better than the Monster Hunter on the 3DS. I can tell you that. It looked like other monsters will come and take your prize, and then you're gonna have to fight the other monsters to get back your monster that you was hunting. So it looks pretty good from what I'm seeing. They even showed, what was it called? Days Gone, and that looks good to me. I want to see how that's going to be. I really do. That looks great. What else? They showed Spider-Man was good, I gotta say. What else was good? I'm trying to remember. It's not a rememberable conference. Like, you can't remember a lot of stuff in the conference at all. Like, a lot of the conferences, like, they had was, like, certain games were memorable and some weren't. And the only ones I remember was 3 games, Spider-Man, Days Gone, and some VR games. I don't really remember a lot of them. I'm just hoping that, they show more at PAX. That's what I heard. Like, they're gonna die down on like E3. I don't know why. Like, people paid money for E3 and you show off a horrible conference. It's quite annoying. Especially, it's quite annoying for. They got even YouTubers to even stream, like, not like be live on the like I think it was the Microsoft or EA. I'm trying to remember. It was which one is probably EA or yeah, it was EA, and they showed off Jesse. I used to watch his show, like his YouTube channel, and he was a flop. All right, that was horrible. I don't like how they bring YouTube like creators or like YouTube content creators into E3. it's cool because you're getting gamers, but people that actually do pranks and don't really play games all that much, Jesse's not one of them. He played games before. He didn't play too much, too many games whatsoever. So I did not like that when they was talking about that game. I forgot what it was like. Need for Speed something. That game looked nice. That's what I was gonna like talk about too, because Need for Speed, that game looked good. I'm just hoping it's not always online, because they tried to do that with the last Need for Speed that came out, and that was horrible. That was a disaster. I didn't even buy it. Like, I already knew it was gonna be horrible. Online all the time. Why would anybody want it online all the time? It was really ridiculous. So I left that alone. And oh, that looked nice. I didn't try to do that. I'm trying to concentrate while I'm talking. But when they showed Sony everything else, they were saying, oh, the Sony was gonna bang and everything like that. I knew that if Microsoft, EA, and those two were bad, likely Sony was gonna be bad to me. I felt that way. I'm like, I'm not gonna really want to watch the Sony conference. That's how I felt on that day. I'm like, I even missed half of it. So I only saw like Spider-Man at the end. I was like, yay. I knew they wasn't gonna show Last of Us to me, because then, like, why would they show it to me? I didn't feel like, hey, they needed to show Last of Us after the Microsoft conference was like a little bit of a disaster to me. That's how I felt. So, and then after the Sony conference, right, they put on Bethesda, and that was funny too, because when they put on Bethesda, they said Bethesda Land, like it was like Mickey, like Mickey Clubhouse or something like that, or hold up, Disneyland. And it's nothing like why would you do that? Like, why would you go that route? It showed how much they was like going to the children's side to gaming. Like, they was like, hey kids, I want you to buy these games, these bad, like, they're not bad for children, let's just say gruesome games. Like, hey, buy Fallout 4, even though like they don't really show too much blood or anything like that. And then Wolfenstein they showed, that was exciting, but I didn't like how they presented it in that Bethesda Land style. Like, they was talking to a bunch of 5-year-olds. That was ridiculous, and it was funny. At the same time, I was laughing the whole time. I was literally watching this and laughing. Bethesda Land, welcome. I was laughing, and then what got me what stopped me from laughing after, when they showed a serious game, Evil Within 2. I'm like, that's cool, and then they went back into Bethesda Land. I was like, oh, this is how they doing it. Oh my god, they showing us like we were like a bunch of 5-year-olds. We were like dumb little kids that don't know what's going on. Certain people in the Xbox X like conference was when they was talking about specs. Half of these people don't even know anything, and they were more excited for backwards compatible from a 15 to 14 to 15-year-old games than the actual conference itself as well. Oh, Bethesda, oh my god, it was so horrible. But they showed games that I was interested in at the same time. I'm like, all these conferences are bad. I didn't even see Ubisoft one, because if they did Ubisoft Land, I was gonna freak out. Oh, yo, it was funny. I cannot get off of that. Like, why would they go that route? Oh, hey, kids. Like, who would think of that? Like, Bethesda Land. I like Bethesda games, but that was a little bit too far, you know. That was a little bit too far. I gotta say, it was a little bit too far. I couldn't get into the conference after that. I couldn't take it serious. Like, could not take it serious whatsoever. So that's the E3 conference for me. Like, I just stopped watching. I didn't really like any of the conferences at all. I'm hoping PAX for PS4 or anything like that, and I know I'm not playing a lot, I'm sorry. I'm just talking about it, but literally it's not about me playing, it's about just E3. I really don't see who won. I just say we won, but we lost too. We took a big L because how much it was showing to the kids side of almost some of these conferences. Like EA, okay, you was treated like a man. Sony, you was treated somewhat like a man, but also a team. And then Microsoft, they were showing all these indie games that looked like, you saw that guitar dude, like he was just like, it was like a running indie game simulator, but literally you look weird, and he just jumps out having a guitar, standing on a statue. That was hilarious. That was so funny. I'm like, who is this game for? I don't even know who will buy that. Okay, Cuphead, okay, that's for kids, but at the same time, I like the game. I'll probably get it later on. It looks pretty cool. But everything else, they got these little white figures they show too, like it was like an indie game from the PC, and I don't like how they transporting some of the games from the PC to over Xbox X and saying, oh, launch exclusive. Xbox One X launch exclusive. I'm like, we get it, kind of. That's basically what they were trying to say, and I didn't like how they were trying to confuse people. Like, brainwash them, hey, we're gonna put out Xbox One launch exclusive and saying we're gonna have this only on the Xbox X, and they think that it's gonna be like that, but no, it's a limited time and it's gonna be on the PS4, and there's no reason to get an Xbox One X, and it's probably coming out. I'm like in near the winter time. I'm like, the PS4 Pro is gonna be cheaper than the Xbox One X, and literally, if you saw certain, like, you talked to, or not talked to, but or watch some of the conferences afterwards, and you saw the interviews. They even, like, some people even tried to talk about the games and how it was running and everything like that. And you go to the forums that they have. I don't read all of them. I just know that they have some forums of specs of the Xbox One X. It's like, it's the exact same thing as the PS4 Pro. If you ask me, it's just a better version, 64, like 6 teraflops, and that's like half of the PS4 Pro, like, flops. Like, let's just say that. Like, it's only like how many? 2.5? Like, really? That's how powerful it is. 2 teraflops more powerful than the PS4 Pro. It's not really much, but it's a lot to the Xbox One X fans. And it's really nothing to get excited about. That's how I feel. I'm hoping that they'll, like, in PAX for Sony, they get up and actually show other games, even though all the multiplats were stolen by Xbox One X. I'm playing. But literally, they did show a lot of multiplats. And barely anything for Sony. It was like an hour. It felt short. It really did. It felt short. And I'm going to put this as part 1 of the E3 Let's Talk. I'm going to put this as part 1 later on. And when I watch the Ubisoft conference. And then I get on to more, like, I'll say I'll rate it more who won or who not. And really, it's just that we both took an L. Like, conference took an L. We took an L. And we also took the W because we got certain games out of the conference that we actually want. Like, certain games that might interest you in the conferences that they actually showed in E3. That's a W. But how they presented it to us, it's a L. Like we allow like we literally. I was watching the E3 conference where they showed Bethesda. I'm not gonna get off of this. I'm serious. Bethesda Land. I wish somebody would get up. It's like this is this is for your children. Like why? Like why would you do this? Why would you present it this way? Like that's what I was like. I was waiting for somebody to say something. I'm like, who would do this? Who think grown men and like older people who watch this conference, and I bet some children can't even watch this E3 conference, and will say, like, I bet even children will say, "Oh, this is for kids." I'm like, the Bethesda Land? Are you serious? Couldn't come up with anything better? E3 was a disaster. All the conferences, except I don't know about Ubisoft one. I just stopped at Bethesda Land. All right, they took it too far. I'm gonna try to look at Bethesda. No, I was gonna say Ubisoft Land. I'm sorry. I'm gonna look at Ubisoft and see how that goes. If it's another Bethesda Land, I'm done. All right, I'm done. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I just wanted to talk about this E3 conference. I know I should have played a little bit more, but I really wasn't gonna play anything. I was just really gonna just talk to you guys and about this E3. Thank you guys for coming. See you guys next time. J-Bot Jr.'s out. Peace.